Greetings, everyone. Here we go. So, what does a figure of $2 trillion look like? Well, it has a lot of zeros. In fact, it has a 2 and 12 zeros attached to it. But the big question is, how much do you get out of this? So there will be a lot of people coming across this video. If you are a member of the public, if you're a rider, if you're just a regular visitor and you're attracted by the title, it says Congress's $2 trillion stimulus package. Remember that they were duking it out over the last few days, right? And they passed it last night. Now, the question is, when do Americans start seeing money? When do small businesses start seeing money? When do large corporations start seeing their share of this historic $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus, right? Trump Tribe 2020 says $600 a week to gig workers for unemployment insurance, ? Don't get your hopes up high, my friend. I heard that figure might be $200, right? And the fact is that it could be May. We're in March. It could be May. It could be May before any money arrives. Now, a larger family, I think the maximum could be up to $3,000 for an individual. Up to $1,200, right? I'll read you a couple of stats from this bill, but what we really need to find out, and if you have links or any information, credible information, not just made up information, as to what the figures look like for the gig economy. This is a gig channel, this is a rideshare channel, and obviously drivers such as James, Siri, Dennis, Trump Tribe, James Campbell, Tim Odom want to know how much do we get in this equation? Now, the White House and Senate leaders reached a deal shortly before 2 a.m. on a massive $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill to combat the economic impact of the outbreak. Now, firstly, when you announce something like that and you come to an agreement, obviously it has a positive ripple effect on the stock markets and on the Dow. Right? That jumped quite nicely. In fact, Uber stocks went all the way up to $27. Had you bought in at the low when I told you 14, remember I said probably the lowest it'll go is 15. I said that a week ago. In fact, it went to 14. You would have almost doubled your money. Maybe by the end of the day, it's up to 28, and you would have actually doubled your money. If you put $1,000 down, you'd be sitting there with $2,000 right now, $1,000 on top of your $1,000 investment, and stocks went up by almost, let's say, 100%. I would predict by the end of the day, doubled your money. Great way. But in the long run, I don't think that Uber and Lyft, this is just the beginning, right? We haven't even come close to the peak. A guy that I like to listen to in these times is Governor Cuomo of New York. Real deal. He goes out there, mixes it up. He's not shy to confront the truth. I like the way he presents the whole coronavirus story, the New Yorker governor, right? And we're not even close to the peak, right? We have about 2 to 4 weeks before we hit the peak. Remember, we're following in a same trajectory as some of the other countries. We are, as of yesterday, already on 750 deaths, over, I think, 60,000 infected people right now, maybe even higher. So the worst is still to come, sadly. Let's just be realistic, right? Now, out of this $2 trillion, under the plan, people making up to $75,000, right? People making up to $75,000 a year are expected to receive checks of $1,200. Couples making up to $150,000 will receive $2,400 with an additional $500 per child. The payments would decrease for those making more than $75,000, right? And with an income cap of $99,000 per individual, or $198,000 for couples. Now those figures, I'm talking $198,000 for couples, that's not really language drivers can relate to, so I carry on. The bill is also expected to include roughly $100 billion in assistance for hospitals. I was hoping it would be higher. $350 billion in assistance to small businesses to help them meet payroll. $500 billion in aid for corporations. This is the part that really sickens me, right? $500 billion in aid for corporations such as airline companies and cruise lines. That's the part that really gets to me. Now, unemployment insurance, listen up. Unemployment insurance would also be bolstered, right? Would be supported, bolstered to increase payments and extend the benefit to those who typically do not qualify, such as gig economy workers, furloughed employees, and freelancers. Doesn't say by how much, no numbers, doesn't say when. Some of the experts say, Dustin, very good morning. How are you, buddy? Some of the experts say May, right? But there's a long time period. If you take March now all the way through to May. When in May? First week of May, second week of May, last week of May. You know, you might find yourself having to bridge 2 months, 2.5 months. I'm asking you, can you bridge 2.5 months at this pace, right? I showed you last night, for the first time, I have this live interactive map where I can see our drivers, the fleet drivers on the map. There were 3 people out there that have cars from myself and Michael. There were 3 people out there that were working. Today, I logged onto the map. There were 2 people working out of all drivers. So the good thing is, the way I see that information that I look at, I check at, is that people are taking this serious, that people are staying at home, that people are doing everything to protect their families, right? So that to me is a good thing. I would hate to see you out there driving, but I would completely understand if you had to. If you had no means of bringing in money, this is all you depended on, I totally understand and support that people have to go out there. Sadly, it's like literally playing Russian roulette, right? Like this. Hopefully, the revolver never goes off. Dustin says some can wait that long. You see, that precisely my point. Exactly. It's a lot of people that cannot wait that long, right? Clifton, how are you? Manka Travel, good to see you here. Emmanuel, good to see you. Scott, good morning. Tim the Maniac, Miller, Christy Eaton, Mark Roughton, Anthony, Unlock Turbo, Gisela Torre from Tennessee. And it's nice to have Dustin with us. You know, if you want some humor, if you want to get through these tough times, jump between channels, go listen to Dustin. What I like is his serious part about the rideshare business, and then how funny the guy can get, right? So we need that, right? This is the type of humor that gets us through. Sherelle, how are you? Marco Lugo's in the house. Got a lot of people in the house. Let's go thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up. Let me just read this again. We don't know any numbers. A lot of people, experts in the media say, okay, maybe by May. I'm just saying May is a far time away, right? It's 2.5 months. Tim says, what's really going on? Does anybody really know what's going on? Does anybody know when coronavirus has an end date? Does anybody know when we get paid? Does anybody know how much we get paid, right? But what I can tell you, under the plan, people making up to $75,000 a year are expected to receive checks of $1,200. couples make, and these are people that are out there employed, right? Couples making up to $150,000 will receive $2,400 with an additional $500 per child. The payments would decrease for those making more than $75,000 with an income cap of $99,000 per individual, or $198,000 for couples. These are people that are employed. That's not really our language. The bill is also expected to include roughly $100 billion in assistance for hospitals. I would have at least hoped it was 3 times that amount, and $350 billion in assistance to small businesses. I understand that. What I don't understand is that these politicians, both Republicans and Democrats, have to look after their buddies and put $500 billion in aid for corporations such as airline companies and cruise lines. You know what? Okay, cruise lines have been hit. Okay, airlines have been hit. But, you know, just like us, we got to stick it through. Why are they getting these mammoth bailouts? Of that $500 billion, I would have rather liked to have seen another 300 of that $500 billion go towards hospitals, nurses, doctors, machinery, masks, whatever it takes to get through here. But man, if you're an airline company and your pilots are not flying and the planes are grounded, why are you cruise line companies and airlines getting $500 billion out of this? If you are getting the money, I hope you're going to pay a steep interest rate, because once again, we, the taxpayers, bailed you out. We've done that with the car industry before, right? Now, unemployment insurance would also be bolstered to increase payments and extend the benefit to those who typically do not qualify, such as gig economy workers, furloughed employees, and freelancers. I've heard anything from $200 to $600, getting a lot of conflicting information. The spending package, which is the third round of emergency legislation approved to combat COVID-19, now moves to the House. Speaker Nancy Pelosi has not weighed in on the final deal, but signaled in multiple TV interviews Tuesday that she supported a number of provisions that she knew were folded into the legislation. Right. Right. That's that. Crazy. There it is. Vincent White. I pay that kind of money or just loans. I pray that kind of money or just loans. Sean Anand, the airline industry has to survive. They deliver essential goods and mail too, in addition to travel, which is sure, but I'm with that. But that they get so much money is beyond me. Cali Girl SNS says they keep all the money from booked cruises. I know concerts do. Yeah, I mean, why are these big cruise liners getting so much money? It makes no sense to me. Dustin says, yeah, people keep asking me when can they file. I have no clue. File what? Unemployment? Well, you could file unemployment right now. You have to go to your, obviously you have different individuals, right, Dustin, in different states. There is an online process to file for unemployment. In many of my videos, I've encouraged you just file unemployment, right? Their laws might say, hang on, you're not seen as an employer, right? And hence, let's say in Arizona or Nevada, we cannot pay you. But in California, for example, the law clearly states you're an employer as of the January the 1st, 2020. So as of January the 2020, you could have filed for unemployment if, let's say if you were hit then and you could not drive because of an illness. We're now in March. Now it gets serious, right? People are not on the road. Now you're truly unemployed and you're not going to go out there and file. Get on those websites, those state websites. A lot of filling out to do. Just do it. Just absolutely do it. If it doesn't matter now whether you're in Florida, Texas, get onto your state website where you file for unemployment and get it going. So they have you in the database, they have you recorded, They know that you're a gig worker, probably will ask you for which company you work for, probably ask you a lot of proof that you would have to submit, right? But now, under this stimulus package, they say there is something factored in, right? There is unemployment insurance factored in. They don't say how much, they don't say when. But take the initiative, get onto those state websites and file, right? I mean, if you want me to have someone go through all of those 50 states and find the links, I will gladly share that with Dustin, right? Maybe Dustin, we could do that for the drivers, right? I'll just pay someone on my end to go through all the different 50 states and the links where they can file unemployment, right? Is that fair? Is that a good idea, Dustin? And then I share that information with Dustin, all the links. Dustin can make a nice video about that, and then together we can get that information out. I'm here to work with the YouTubers. I'm here to share with the YouTubers because I think our calling, our duty, right? The Dustins, the Kevins, the Torstens, the Calvins, the Giovannis of this world, it's our calling to share that information, right? So I will get somebody on that. Am I going to file? No, I'm not going to file. I have other income sources, so I don't want to tap into that money. I'm not going to file for that. Plus my numbers, Dustin, are wrapped up in a lawsuit, so my case is a little different, but I'm not going to be one of those individuals filing for that. What I'm saying is, if you are a driver who truly depends on this money and you cannot work now, let's say you are protecting a loved one in the house who's a senior, you're not going to go out there, you're not going to play Russian roulette. You truly, in the sense of the word, you're unemployed, go for it, file right now. But thanks for asking. No, I'm not going to file. I don't know if you're going to file, Dustin, but I'm sure you and I, we have our different means of income. I don't have to tap into that cash and take away from another. No need to be selfish here. El Chapo says, I filed. That's a good thing. Fantastic. And El Chapo, if you filed in California, whatever state, do share the link. But I'm going to get somebody on that today. That's a great, a super great idea that Dustin brought up, is that why don't we, or together we brought that up. I don't know who brought it up, him or I, it doesn't really matter, right? We just get it out there. What I'm willing to do is get someone research all the states and then get all the links to the drivers so that you are enrolled in the system. Doesn't matter if you're in Colorado and in Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Utah, California, doesn't matter. Get the ball rolling. So hopefully you can make it through to, let's say, April, May. Apparently these checks are coming in May. I hope they do. Emmanuel A says, can't forget Kim, the CEO, drive her. Okay, cool. Who talks crap about us? Kim, the CEO. Isn't it interesting, Dustin, that you put in the work, I put in the work. Between us, you know, we have way over 100,000 subscribers between the two of us. And then up and coming people that are desperate for subscribers, desperate for traffic. They like to use those names. Dustin is driving. They like to use those names, Rideshare Professor. They like to trash. And they think that trashing gets you subscribers. I'll tell you what trashing does. It attracts a certain type of subscriber. That's the subscriber you don't really want. Because I've gone into some channels where people have 100 or 200 subscribers. And then I read the comments in those channels where they trash others. And I read what type of people they attract. Those are the people I don't want. There's nothing positive. There's no ideas. There's no solutions. There's no suggestions. But if you jump into Dustin's channel or my channel, into any live feed, you'll see a lot of people participating. Hey, I found this information. Let me share this. Oh, this is going on in Austin, Texas. By the way, these are the gas prices over here. Here's the link to this. Let me share this with you. That's the type of person I'm sure Dustin likes to attract to his channel. That's the type of person I like to attract to my channel. People that bring value, people that lift us up, not push us down, right? I don't need any parasites or naysayers or pessimists who push people down. We attract exactly the opposite. Quiet Madness, how are you? Go to Uber Media on Twitter. They're following data from drivers and doing a webinar at 11 a.m. on how people move during pandemic. You were right. What was I right on? I don't know. We're not here to be wrong or right. We're just here to put the relentless pressure, and I'm really enjoy seeing what Dustin is doing, also putting the pressure on these executives, pounding them daily to act, right? Because if we constantly beat the drum, boom, 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 you're not doing anything for us, boom, 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 you're not doing anything for us, boom, 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 every day. They're like, oh my God, this is all that media is talking about us. Boom, boom, boom. We're not doing anything for them. Boom, boom, boom. We're not doing. Then they start calling. Then they start writing letters, and then they start doing, right? What I say a little too late, right? Why does this guy, put his big boy pants on end of March and starts rallying only so late in the game? Why? Because they know social media is pounding them. So as long as people like Dustin, myself, Kevin, all of these people keep on drumming, beating the drum, as long as great people like you keep on putting it out into social media. By the way, Dustin, if you want to hit me up with the email, I have a database for you. I don't think I've sent that to you. I have probably sent it now to about 130 people have requested that free database from me, right? There was a guy who, I know a few people drivers. I know a few people who have the coronavirus and they're messaging with me directly. What can I do? What can I do? These people are sick, right? They're texting me, they're emailing me. And I'm saying, firstly, get tested. So the one guy went down to the ER, he got tested, right? Then we find out yesterday that a 17-year-old here in Lancaster, California, 17-year-old dies. Why? His dad, an Uber driver. Listen to this, how sad this is. Dustin, this is on ABC 7. A 17-year-old dies. His dad they believe he's going to make it through, but he's an Uber driver, right? These are people that Uber and Lyft are pushing out there on the front line while they write letters to the courts and say, no, they can't travel during these times. And this is the beginning of March. Shame on you, Jennifer Sullivan. Shame on you, Randall Heimovicki, for sending people out there while you write your double standards. You write, no, we can't travel. There it is, March the 5th, right? I have it black and white. I have the names, right? And then sad that a 17-year-old, that could have been my son. My son is 16, right? I pray for that family in Lancaster. I am so sorry. Your dad got pushed out there, out into the front lines by this selfish CEO, right, who would not take care of you, and now your son is dead. My heart bleeds for you. It really does. It's painful because I think that could be my Dylan, right? So it hits home so hard, right? And the guy thinks, okay, writing a letter, making a couple of phone calls, diverting it, having taxpayers bail out. By the way, these are taxpayers who are bailing us out. If the checks are coming, these are tax. It's not the company is not bailing us out. These are taxpayers who are putting money into the system that might be bailing out gig workers. We don't know, right? We don't know. All they said is unemployment insurance would also be bolstered to increase payments and extend the benefits to those who typically do not qualify, such as gig economy workers, furloughed employees, and freelancers. My friends, it's gratitude to the taxpayers, not the companies that are drumming in, putting in monies, paying the taxes so that we maybe get something down the line, right, in May. Ray the mailman, Uber driver, says, I still have deliver the mail. I mean, $1,200 stimulus. I won't get it. Basil, thank you. Unlock Turbo. That's it. It's right there. Unlock Turbo. We need to spread and tell drivers that they're dying and not being rewarded. It's just sad. It really is sad, right? I mean, breaks our heart that happens. You've got a guy out there, an Uber driver, Lancaster, not far from me, who has contracted it, and his 17-year-old is now dead. Just completely wrong. So I don't know how these guys sleep at night. I really don't. I really don't understand how these CEOs sleep at night. I don't know how they can put their head on the pillow and go to rest, knowing that they did not do everything they could have, knowing that they have deaths on their hands because of their, because of their failures, because of their incompetence, because of their poor leadership style, right? Breaks my heart, my friends. It really does. Now, $2 trillion, okay. It's a 2 with 12 zeros. It's a big number. It's a huge number. But those Republicans and Democrats, pretty sure about it. They've taken care of their cronies. Hopefully, people like the drivers, the gig workers, the food delivery people, on the front line. You may be right on the very, very front line. You may have nurses, doctors, hospitals, but on that second front line, you've got drivers. Tell you that. You definitely have. If I could get more than 30 thumbs up, right, because I believe we're doing something good here. I believe we are sharing information and putting a lot of additional pressure on these executives. And I know that Uber attorneys watch my video, they scrutinize it. And I want to remind people like Jennifer Sullivan, a paralegal in San Francisco, who says, I will not travel beginning of March, but you guys need to travel. I want to remind people like Randall Heimovicki, tough guy, says he's an army guy, attorney. I know, I understand, what does he say? I understand threats. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're sitting there working from home and are putting people on the front line, and you're still putting your head on the pillow, Randall. That's a coward. That's not a true warrior in my eyes. And what makes you even more of a coward is that you're bending the laws and engaging in malpractice, not obeying the laws that you're supposed to be obeying, and putting people on the front lines because you didn't classify them and didn't adhere to AB5 standards. So you're not a hero in my eye. You're a huge failure, right? Same goes for Tony West. Same goes for Dara Kay. Same goes for John Zimmer. Same goes for Katie Zimmerman. Same goes for Logan Green. Same goes for Mr. Chai. Same goes for Kristen Zverchek. I've just mentioned a few people that probably make $200-300 million combined. You failed us on every level, right? On every single level, you failed us. And still no action from these guys. I haven't seen anyone step up in the media and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to donate my salary. I'm going to do what's right. They just don't know what's right. That's the sad thing. Now, again, if you're out there working, you're employed, right? Under the plan, people who are making, let's say, $75,000 a year, you're employed, you're making up to $75,000 a year. You can expect a $1,200 check when, maybe May, right? Couples who are making $150,000 will receive $2,400, 2 times $1,200, with an additional $500 per child, but I believe it's capped at a max of $3,000 per family. We, my friends, unfortunately don't fall into that category. Why? Because we're gig workers, we're drivers. But somewhere there in the provision, for that category, they don't put out numbers. They just say unemployment insurance would also be bolstered to increase payments and extend the benefit to those who typically do not qualify, such as gig economy workers, furloughed employees, and freelancers. And I truly hope as the next few days go by and as we start digging for information that we can find what do those dollar figures look like? Right? What do those dollar figures look like? What can these people, what can gig workers expect? Genuine, I appreciate you for saying that. Your soul is deep and wide, and I appreciate you. Yeah, we got to dig deep, my friends. If you don't dig deep into this, you're not going to get through. You don't come up with really, really powerful solutions. You don't get through tough times, right? When was the Spanish flu? What year was it? 1918? I mean, a third of the population got wiped out, right? They didn't really have a lot of the ways and means as we have today. We can communicate, right? We can share information. If we know that something works, we share it. Don't put stuff out there and say, oh, use this and this medicine because it works, and you have no factual evidence. People have died over this. 2 people died yesterday because somebody went out and said that some specific medicine works, some malaria medicine. Don't put false information out there. Some people are not intelligent enough to act on information, and they just read, and then they do, and they go out and then they try out this crazy medicine that some people are talking about. So we got to be smart and just share information that works. What does work, and I don't care if you are still out there on the front lines, I hope not. I encourage you not to drive, right? You shouldn't be driving in these times. But if you truly have no other means and you got to, put food on the table for your kids, spray the whole car down. Doesn't matter what the rider thinks, right? If they think the whole car smells like disinfectant, spray the whole cabin out. Seats, seat belts, handles, outside door, you name it. Spray it down. And if you're getting in the front seat, it doesn't matter what they think. If you have your mask on, you're taking care of yourself, and you have your shades on, right? And you do everything in your power. Maybe you're driving with disposable gloves that you can throw away after every few trips, right? Or you're picking up, let's say, luggage. After you pick up the luggage, right? Then you just spray so you don't have to go through tons and tons of this. Maybe you just spray it down the outside and then rub your hands, right? Rub your hands, both sides. And then so that you kill the germs on the outside if you picked up it. Whatever you can do, whatever surface you're about to touch, stop yourself for a second and say to yourself, could someone have been at that point of contact where I could possibly contracted from that point of contact? For example, handles at gas stations, shopping carts, everything you're about to touch, stop yourself. Even the mail that you're receiving. Somebody sent it. There's been a delivery man. Have they practiced the very best prevention methods? No, maybe not. So use your disinfected glove. Or maybe you have to spray down the outside envelopes of the mail. Everything you touch, my friends, think first, right? Because the stuff lives on surfaces for 3 to 5 days. This is how we need to think in these times, right? AJ rides, not going to happen. Don't worry. I can rock the boat. It won't. It's mounted to the back. But thank you for your concern. Abstract Echo says they still need to pound out the details of the bill. El Chapo, 1918. Yes, Spanish flu, right? Cruise and limousine. O'Hare Airport is the worst ever today. 500 flights canceled. I truly hope you're not sitting at O'Hare Airport, cruising limousine, waiting for a trip. I mean, if you are still working, hopefully you're not. You're just doing a drop-off. But please, stay away from airport pickups. I beg you. Really, let's work together. Dennis Torres, why are people still going to LAX? I'm sure it's dead. Correct. Why are they? John McCallion, good day to you. Craigslist, 17 days according to CDC. 17 days what? Till the peak? Till the peak. And they say we're going to hit the peak in 3 to 4 weeks' time. And we have people out there in the administration, people say, oh, we have to open it up again, because they're just thinking about the economy. You can't think about the economy right now. That's why you have stimulus packages. You got to think of getting people through 90 days of the worst storm, right? They have to, in storms, hide under a bridge, hide in your house, right? Hunker down, right? You got to ride out the storm. This is a storm. Philip Wong says, I'm buying a home this week. Wish me luck. Good. Wish you luck. Hopefully you get good interest rates. Oh, lives on surfaces. I haven't heard 17 days. I've heard maximum of five days. But if you do have that information, you've got to share a credible link with us. Share a credible link with us that it stays on the surfaces for 17 days. Dwayne Clark, over 100 cars at Atlanta Airport. Why? Now you ask yourself, why are there over 100 Uber cars at Atlanta Airport? Maybe those people really, really need the money. Maybe those people are stressing out beyond belief and have to do whatever it takes. Maybe they will get some money in May. We don't know. There's a lot of maybes, right? But we don't truly know why 100 cars are sitting at the airport, Uber cars waiting, right? We don't know that. We don't know that at all. We have no idea about that. Yeah, Sherelle, they are sociopaths. There's a lieutenant governor who's telling seniors to die for the Dow, die for the economy. Don't talk to people like that. That just puts the fear into seniors, right? A lieutenant governor of Texas came up with the phrase, you've got to die for the Dow, be prepared to die for the economy, or should die for the economy. Don't put that type of fear into people. Hey, are you on your phone? No. Thanks, James. Cali News, unemployment is backed up and will be for months. It's overwhelmed. If you know of the link to file unemployment in your state, please do email it to me, right? What I want to do this afternoon is research all the 50 states. Where do we file unemployment, on what website, on what link in Colorado, in Utah? I want to compile that and then share that with people like Dustin, so we can push that out so people can immediately sign up, right? Because there is something coming your way. We don't exactly know what, right? We don't know exactly what and when, but apparently something is coming your way. That breaks my heart. Who threw poo? Who threw poo says, the title's interesting, Who Threw Poo, says 16-year-old high school basketball player had coronavirus at Nebraska State tournament last week. He is now in critical condition at UNMC Medical Center. Well, we pray for the 16-year-old. We pray for his family, and may you pull through. Right? I do not wish that on any age, on any person, no matter what age, whether you're a child, a teenager, a young adult, an adult, or a senior. I don't care. I don't want anyone to have this, right? So if you can stay off the streets, my friends. Yeah, Dennis Torres, we all know Uber and Lyft are crying right now. It's a wake-up call for Dara. This is probably the biggest karma thing that's ever slapped them in the face, right? And karma works in mysterious ways, my friends. Lydia Ochoa says, she's an Orange County girl. She's my condolences for Lancaster father and son and entire family. Yeah. That 17-year-old is not with us anymore. He died because his father is an Uber driver, went out there. Reckless behavior of Uber and Lyft, knowing that there is a list of high-risk riders, but still money's got to keep on coming in, matching. There are going to be massive, massive, massive lawsuits following after the storm settles in a few months. I can't see Uber and Lyft surviving that. When the true figures start coming out, when people start filing class actions for negligence, in what positions these Uber people put drivers and riders in, they're done. Their company is done. Don't think they would ever be able to survive that, because data is going to be subpoenaed, all data on riders, etc. All of this is going to come out to the open. Now, Cali News, those are two words I've been using a lot. Going out there, driving these times is like playing Russian roulette, right? And then you get the wrong one, buddy, the wrong trip, the wrong high-risk rider, you got it. Genuine says Long Island, New York Department of Labor had to change their application process because of system crashes. Wow. So many people were going onto that server that it actually crashed. That's crazy. Just shows you. Sherelle, who threw poo? I'm afraid he left it too long, though. Way too long. Did way too little, way too late. Way too little, way too late, my friends. Well, Philip Wong says, unfortunately, in these times, the legal industry thrives. Look, I don't say unfortunately in these times. I think they are a service and they play a role, Philip Wong, the legal industry. I mean, you may have to turn to these people. You, Philip Wong, may have to turn to these people. So I wouldn't diss this industry. They play a big service. They play a big role, right? They represent the law. They act on the law. They file documents in the courts. They bring the cases. They try to get you the damages. So I don't really see them as the evil of all evils. I really don't. Because when you need them, you need them. When you don't, you might not like them. Robert says, I'd assume you can't double dip. I'm not sure what you mean by double dip. Need to find out if eligible for anything additional for the rideshare thing you receive at $1,200 for regular job. Well, the company that I introduced you guys to yesterday, if you'd watched the video, Potter Handy, right? When you start really doing the calculations based on 4 years, you can go 4 years back, you owed a lot of money, right? That's not necessarily double dipping if you're filing a lawsuit for damages of the last 4 years and you're accepting a $1,200 check. You know, you're entitled going forward, you know, from this day onwards, you're entitled to that unemployment insurance. Then obviously you've accrued damages from the past. So go after those. Don't be shy, right? That's not double dipping if you're looking for payment going from day forward and what you've earned and are owed from the past. That's not double dipping, right? SoftBank must be hurting. I mean, I'm sure behind the scenes, SoftBank is pumping a lot of money into Uber to keep this afloat, because if that ship goes down for them, oof. I mean, I'd want to see what SoftBank is on. What are the SoftBank shares on? What are SoftBank shares on right now? Cents, not 75%. Went up by 75 cents, probably because of the stimulus. Craigslist says every driver, every ride, and every state needs to file suit against Lyft and Uber for them putting everyone's lives in danger. 100%. No doubt about it. It'll happen. Problem is that not every driver will participate. Some people say, oh, well, if I retaliate against this company, I would be without a job, right? But many people right now are without a job and they're looking for money. So, you know, people are spending, believe me, people are spending a lot of time on the internet now. People are doing a lot of research now. People are trying to find ways how they're going to get paid. People are finding and researching ways where they can file for unemployment. People are researching law firms. People are looking for money. Right now, we're in the peak. Let me just show you something here. I look at, so I want to show you something. I can go on to our fleet map here. This, by the way, just launched yesterday if you own fleets of cars. And to be honest, I don't want to see any of these drivers that we rent to on the streets right now. I know there's two or three people, I've spoken to them numerous times, stay off the streets. They need the money. These guys need the money, right? Where's this map? Come on, live map, talk to me. Uber servers. This is tapping right onto the Uber servers right now. See, there's a thing called live map. I can see on the LA map where right now, where these cars are swirling around. Maybe it's down. It's really, really going slow. Jason Ferris, well, didn't he say he had 10 billion in cash laying around? Yeah, he said he had $10 billion in his rainy day fund, but when he said that, when he was talking about the $10 billion, he was addressing one group only, investors. Don't worry, we'll get through this. We have $10 billion of liquid cash, right? That literally saved the free fall of the Uber stocks, because it was made, that announcement was made one day after the stocks hit $14, and then it started coming back. Quiet madness, glad I saved cash back, because Lives aren't worth driving, possibly spreading it. 100% correct. Let's see. Wow, these Uber servers sure are slow today. Cruising limousine, but can't either Uber and Lyft just say that we're independent contractors, so we have a choice to drive or not? Well, they're hiding behind that terminology, right? They're hiding behind that terminology, but the fight is about the wording. The fight in courts is, are we really true independent contractors the way they treat us? They say they are treating us as independent contractors, but they're really not. That's why the states are saying the states want some money as well. They say we should be classified as employees. I believe, again, and I keep on saying this again and again and again, that we will be hybrids between employees and independent contractors. There will be new laws written up. I've been saying this since 2019. But that's a battle. That's an ongoing battle. If you are truly an independent contractor, you can set your own rates. You can decline and accept wherever you wish. If you're in Florida or Texas, you can't decline or accept. They've just made these little exceptions. You see, this what I talk about double standards. Uber just made a completely different driver app for California drivers. So 2 different standards. That's the easiest thing to prove and point. Oh, you have one standard for all the other states and you have one standard for California. Why don't you open that up to all states? So you've got all these double standards going. It's the whole company is run with double standards. Now, if I look on the map, there's 2 guys out there. There's one guy over here, one driver, black driver, SUV. These are all SUVs in West Hollywood by his house. I know the guy. And then the other guy is also close to his house. He always starts his day off here in Calabasas. Where is he? He should be out here somewhere. There he is. 2 drivers that I can see in our fleet, they're on the grid. And I know there's no movement because this is where this guy resides and starts his day. This is where this guy rides and starts his day. And yesterday, I looked at the total earnings. There were 3 people on the grid. Was Grigor, that one?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3.
Mm-hmm. One in Calabasas, West Hollywood, and down by the New Mount.
Oh, there's a 3rd. I've just been told. Yes, down here. This individual is actually a lady who drives an SUV, and she likes to sit very high-end area. A lot of movie stars, entertainment executives out here. She likes those long shots to the airport. This usually, if you get a trip like this, is over $240. You'll end up making about $120. Maybe one of those trips per day will see this lady through. I can't click on that and show her name because it also shows the phone number, right? But this is the new interactive map as of yesterday. Now, I want to read out, Grigor says, ich fahre seit 2 Wochen nicht. Frag mal, ob gibt es Fahrgäste in LA. In 5 Tagen ist die Mitte dran. Antworte in Englisch. Ich fahre seit 2 Wochen nicht. Frag mal, ob gibt es Fahrgäste in LA. In 5 Tagen ist die Mitte dran. I speak fluent German, and the only part of your German thing there that makes sense is when you say, I'm not driving, I haven't been driving for 2 weeks. The rest is not German. Well, the very last that says Antwort in English, answer in English. But in the middle, you might want to rewrite that because it doesn't make any sense in German. And I say that because I speak fluent German. So if you don't mind rewriting that and asking that question in English, I appreciate you saying it in German. And I know you want me to answer that in English, but I do need concise and precise sentences or questions there, my friend. Sorry, and that's no judgment. Rideshare 411. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? Are you still out there? Mr. R. Ria says Uber and Lyft shut the hubs down for safety and want me out driving. Correct, double standards. It's all double standards. And by the way, remember, one day before they shut the hubs down, they said, oh, we'll have these sanitizers and hand sanitizers and all of that stuff available for you at the hub. Boom. Next day, they shut the hubs down. Have any of you received any emergency supplies, any masks, any sanitizers, any disinfectants from Lyft and Uber? Not one single person has sent me an email, a text, or a screenshot or a photo showing that. So why even get their hopes up, right? Why even say, hey, this is what we're going to do for you, right? Because they haven't sent it out. You don't call it Deutsche. No, the language is Deutsch. The people are Deutsche Leute, German people. The country is called Deutschland. So the word German, it's, is, you use it in various ways in the German language. Teddy T is in the house. So Rideshare 411, working with Instacart full-time, lots of orders on a daily basis. Yes, I mean, Instacart is killing Uber and Lyft right now. I've had a lot of signups with Instacart. By the way, my Instacart code is beneath my video. If you're in Rideshare 411's channel, I'm sure he has his Instacart code where you can sign up under him, or you can sign up, if you're in my channel, you can sign up under me if you want to start doing Instacart deliveries. I don't know, Mark. I mean, can Uber be sued because they didn't deliver the supplies? No, I don't think they can't. They could just say they couldn't source them, right? I don't think you'd be able to sue them over that. But it's just, to me, it's just upsetting that they made that promise, is that they would get us all of this good stuff that we really need right now, right? Just like the people, on the top, Republicans and Democrats running the country, they should be able to give every single one of you, you should be able to pick this up at drive-thrus, or, they should have facilities all over the United States where you could pick up the essentials. The problem is they're never geared up for this day. So hopefully we learn from this in the next 90 days. We learn. And if, God forbid, this ever happens in a few years again, whatever the next one's called, this one's called COVID-19, whatever the next one is called, you have all the supplies. You're ready for it. You have all the respiratory machinery. You've geared up for the next disaster. They have to, if anything, they're going to learn from this. They're going to learn a lot, hopefully. So Who Through Pooh, that's his name, says, does anyone believe that the virus just up and decided to stop spreading in China with 1.4 billion people? I asked because they claim they have new infections for over a week now. It's a good question. It really is a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Oh, because Laura said that the majority of them have been quarantined, right? So going into quarantine definitely seems to help. Flattens the curve, right? So it's a tough decision to make. Obviously, you're a world leader. Your economy is going to tank, right? But, here, they knew the stuff in January already. When did they act? Maybe beginning March. Started acting on the information. So in that meantime, all these people running around, that's why we have one of the highest. We're probably in the top 4 countries as far as cases and deaths go right now, right? And what's very interesting, just look at the population of Russia, right? And Russia just happens to be right next door to China. Russia acted on the information day one. And back in the past, if you'd watched a movie like Chernobyl, the government would always not allow the information to get to the outside. Maybe they learned from that disaster, right? from Chernobyl. And maybe they said, oh, well, wow, this is happening in December 2019 in China. We better immediately shut down the walls. We immediately shut down the borders, and we need to put our people into quarantine. The numbers for Russia, based on the population, are very, very low, very low. So different countries have handled this in different ways. There's no sort of the umbrella organization, whether you call it the World Health Organization. Sure, they hand out information, they give out information, but at the end of the day, it looks like, and I say this carefully, it's just my opinion, that countries are acting in their own style and fashion when they're dealing with this coronavirus, right? Here in America, they're dealing with this coronavirus in a certain way. Overseas in Germany, I speak to German friends every day. I speak to a lot of South African friends and European friends every week, right? Everyone is dealing with this in a very different way. But generally speaking, the people are quarantining, meaning staying indoors with their family, just like we are now, right? I'm surrounded by a lot of different people. You hear water in the background. That's not a restroom or anything. That's water. Somebody's cleaning dishes. We're all in these four walls together. Robin, how are you? Good morning from Las Vegas. Hope you're safe over there. Robin sends me a lot of good links. Always keeps me updated on the news, always sending me links. Just like I get probably the most links I get from Elias here in Compton, California, and Robin in Vegas. Constantly sending me good news. I appreciate that, because I mean, I go out and do my research on the news. It's also great to see, okay, where did she get her news? Where did Elias get his news from? So I have a couple of very reliable people that send me a lot of articles every day. I have a lot of drivers sending me real data, real screenshots, real stories. I want to read to you again a very, very brief summary on this $2 trillion stimulus. That is a 2 with 12 zeros. 12 zeros, yeah. Million has 6 zeros, billion has 9 zeros, trillion has 12 zeros. So it's a 2 with 12 zeros. The White House and Senate leaders reached a deal shortly after 2 a.m. That's after the Congress, Republicans and Democrats hand them, this bill. Then they look at it, they hash around in the Senate. They sign this bill just before 2 a.m., 2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill to combat the economic impact of the outbreak. Under the plan, people making up to $75,000 a year are expected to receive checks of $1,200. Couples making up to $150,000 will receive $2,400 with an additional $500 per child. The payments would decrease for those making more than $75,000 with an income cap of $99,000 per individual, or $198 for couples. The bill is also expected to include roughly $100 billion in assistance for hospitals, $350 billion in assistance to small businesses, $500 billion in aid for corporations such as airline companies and cruise lines. I ask you, why do we set $500 billion aside for corporations? I know why. Because Republicans and Democrats alike have to take care of their cronies, right? Have to take care of the cruise line industry, have to take care of the hotel industry, have to take care of the airline industry. You know what? $500 billion. Apparently they deserve it. Unemployment insurance, this is us, unemployment insurance would also be bolstered to increase payments and extend the benefits to those who typically do not qualify, such as gig economy workers, furloughed employees, and freelancers. It doesn't say, Brandish, I'm with you 100% on that. It doesn't say when we get it. Apparently May. It doesn't say how much this unemployment insurance is, but what I can tell you is file it. Go and research unemployment insurance in your state. File today. Rideshare 411. Those are very, very good referrals. Fantastic. Well done. By the way, guys, if you want to join up for Instacart, my referral code is below. And I am more than willing to give you a big portion of that referral money when you hit those targets. I'll make a commitment right here, so you have it in black and white. 50% of my commission to help you out will go back to you. And as long as you tell me your name and I can see you, for example, you can see the names as they appear. This one guy, LA, $150 if you hit it. Other area, $750. Another area, $300. Another area, $150. So if you are this individual and I get 300, 150 coming your way, right? My Instacart code, see where it is. My code is T Kunit, that's my name. 66101. If you want to sign up there with Instacart, use my code. When you hit that target, you have 50% coming back from me. I hope that helps. Mark Roughton, make it 75. For you, Mark, I'll make it 75. Why not? Eduardo Ciarelli, how do I file, or do they have an employment office? So Eduardo, good question. Eduardo, what state are you in? Okay, I'll put meat on that bone. There it is. Mark Roughton challenged me. I don't have to be selfish. There it is. Commitment on all of them. Why not? Right? Mark, right? If not, why not? Right, Mark? No need to be greedy. Okay, so put some meat on that bone. I like it. Mark Roughton just challenged me. I stepped up to his challenge. What I want to say, another guy said, hey, a great idea in Portland, Oregon, Booba Eat. Portland, Oregon, if you're in that city, somebody just sent me, told me they're making money there. Portland, Oregon, let me write it out. Never heard of it. Never heard of it, but it's worthwhile researching, right? You never know. Booba Eat. Booba Eat. Never heard of it. Brandish, I just can't forgive him for taking 500 billion taxpayer dollars and giving it to executive cronies. It's not acceptable. Thank you very much for saying that. Your words, my friend, I with you. I concur. I really do. So the California, by the way, and I want to give you the links for all 50 states. That's going to be my homework today. I'm going to share that. I'm going to email that to Dustin is driving. I'm going to email that to Harry the rideshare driving. I think that we should share with you all 50 state and then where you can file, right? In California, my friends, in California, this is the link, in California. If you're in California, that's your link. Brothers and sisters, go there, right there, okay? Mark Rowden says, every time I Google Nevada unemployment, look on that first page, go to the second page of Google, change the keywords, you will get there, my friends. You're probably just searching in one specific way and looking at the first results, right? There are a lot of other companies that try to capitalize because they use AdSense, they're bidding on those words, right? Nevada unemployment, right, on those keywords. So what you want to do is you don't really want to look at the first 5 positions on Google. You want to do a deep search, go down to the bottom, change your search, click over to page 2, page 3. I promise you, you will get there. David says our tax dollars are insignificant compared to the amount of debt spending. I mean, the amount of debt spending, what you spend on debt, whether it's military and all of that, sure. It's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. But the only way they really get to afford this, David, is by companies, by small businesses, by individuals, by employers paying into the system, just as drivers are paying their taxes, right, at the end of the year. So that's the only way you get that money back is if you're paying in. So I wouldn't use the word insignificant. I just wouldn't. I do agree with you when it says it's fake money anyways. It's like talking 2 trillion here, 5 trillion, 500 billion. Crazy stuff. Vin Tran, hi Professor, just joined. Thank you, my friend. Judas Pre says, Google has been scrubbing search titles, use Yahoo. It seems like they are playing fair. Thank you, great input. Just read what Judas, you see, these are the amazing suggestions that people are putting out in live streams. I appreciate you saying that, Judas. He says, hey, Google is scrubbing search results, use Yahoo. They seem to be giving you better search results. So I will definitely take that in mind as I search those 50 links for the 50 different states. Right, because I want to compile a list. Just gave you the California one, edd.ca.gov. I want those links for all 50 states. Mr. Ria says, please help. What address do you put on for Uber and Lyft for your employer? 1455 Market Street. Look it up. And what you can do there, Mr. Ria, is that you Google Uber headquarters address. Uber headquarters address. JJ, thank you so much. That's is that Texas, JJ? Is that the Texas number? If you could just confirm. Just let us know yes or no, because then I can read it out. And maybe, JJ, if you have a link, Mr. Ria, you're welcome. Yeah, put Derek K as supervisor, exactly. Put them down, your supervisor. Your incompetent, put in brackets, incompetent leader. So if JJ can just confirm that that is Texas, I'll read that number out. And then maybe JJ can also share with us what the unemployment link is to file unemployment with the state of Texas. Thank you very much. I've just received the Nevada one. It is ui.nv.gov, and that is while we're at it, let's keep on going. We already have the California one in the stream. You just have to check where you see rideshare professor or see where somebody says, hey, this is Nevada. Let's put the state in capitals followed by the link. You guys want to share? Bradley Easem says, I joined late. We are getting unemployment. Checks might be coming in May. You don't know how much. Drive to 113 for those who have not tried Postmates. They are still doing decent guarantees. I have been delivering food and got 46 of my 50, my last 50 deliveries got tips. My Postmates code, yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. My Postmates code, also same deal, 75% I will pay back. Giving 75% of my commission back. If you sign up under Instacart or if you sign up under my Postmates. Where's my Postmates? Guys, I need my coffee. Pretty tough talking for over an hour. Gregor. He's back with his German. Gut, das war Umgangssprache. I'm with you, my friend. I'm just having a good time with you. I appreciate that you're writing in German. Ich meine, wenn ich weiter nicht arbeite, wie soll ich meine Miete bezahlen? Gibt es irgendeine Hilfe von Uber und Lyft? Wo bist du, Gregor? Bist du in Kalifornien oder in welchem Staat bist du? Bist du in Kalifornien? Wenn du in Kalifornien bist, habe ich die Webadresse schon angegeben. Die ist edd.ca für Kalifornien.gov für Government. Da kannst du dein Geld holen. So I was just explaining to Gregor how he can collect his cash. In German. And the reason why I'm using German is because I speak a few languages. I like to converse, to keep my brain, trained so I don't lose that language. I really enjoy languages. It's one thing I love doing. But back to Postmates. Back to Postmates. Okay, here we go. Postmates. Okay, that's my link for Postmates. FL-Torsten K, or the link to Postmates is HTTP. Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. So small, this wording. Damn, is it so long? Just like writing a novel. That should be my Postmates. Whew! 6.5 years later, finally he did it. There it is. I couldn't, the wording was so small I could hardly see it here. Dustin, we're getting you those 50 states. We already have 2, Nevada and California. We're compiling a list for Dustin so we can make a video and get it out where people can file their unemployment. Yes, Captain? Are you good with that? May I send that to you, Dustin? Cool, Robin. I'll make it retroactive. I signed up on your Postmates and have taken 2 deliveries so far. I'll make it retroactive. So you're not excluded, you're included. Nelson Elliott says, I'm planning to get Suburban, and I'm planning to sell Suburbans. Lots of Suburbans. Why? Dustin, check this out. On the fleet account, right? This is if you run a fleet account. Tell me now, because I need to know. Yes, Dustin, you're right. So on this fleet account, still, hour later, guys still sitting in Calabasas. Only 3 people on the road. 3 people out of all the cars. Where's the other one? Still, all the way over here in Malibu. If I click on that, you'd see their face, their name, their phone number. I don't want to do this. This is a lady. This is a hardcore driver. This guy. Tony. I think that's Tony. Tony. And numero. Whoop, there he is. Still sitting in Hollywood. 3 guys, the hardcore. These guys are coronavirus resistant drivers. This is the fleet account, Dustin. So there's only 3 hardcore drivers, coronavirus resistant. I don't want them to drive. Believe me, I said to everyone, don't drive, don't drive, don't drive. Only if you truly, truly, truly have to. Out of all these 3 drivers combined, I want to show you something. Out of all these 3 drivers, there are only 3 of the whole lot that are driving, right? Guess what? They made collectively $97 yesterday. Out of all 3, collectively $97. And who made the 97? This guy. This guy up here in Calabasas. And if you look at an LA grid, the way these people are trained up is long distances with black and SUV in very affluent areas, Calabasas, Hidden Hills, Malibu, long distance trips all the way, probably to downtown or LAX. Those are the paying ones. You need to bang 1 long trip today. You have some money in. Dustin, Teddy T6. Yes, he did. Yeah, I have a DoorDash referral code, but it never works. Dustin, do you have a DoorDash code for Ukaman? I have one, but I never, ever, ever get credit. I don't know if they didn't update it. I don't want to give you a code where there's a possibility it doesn't work. I do have a DoorDash code. I really do. But I don't think it works. So if Dustin has one, please do share with Ukaman. You have my full permission to share with Ukaman. And maybe if you're kind enough, if he hits that target, maybe you could give him a little bit back. But go ahead. Dustin, put your DoorDash code right here. Dustin, I signed up under your gas code the other day. The Uber Gas App, I signed up under it. And Dustin, I believe I also signed up under your Instacart. Okay? Just so that you know. Or I did put your Instacart code in, so I hope that my name shows up. I hope you get credit for it. So I have a text message that says I worked 10 hours yesterday. I made $45 at Ventura, Oxnard, Newbury Park right now. Wow. So if Dustin could share with us his DoorDash code. $10 hours, $45. Oh, there's the Dara bug. There's the Dara bug. Oh, just killed the Dara bug. Oh, there's the Logan bug. Guys, let's see how hardcore I am. 70 bucks. Boom, boom, boom. Going back to my room. Boom, boom, boom. Prepared, bro. Got all the stash, all the supplements, tons of supplements, tons. Anybody needs vitamin D3, call me. I will send out tablets in the mail. Yeah, absolutely. Dustin, post your DoorDash code. Yeah, I don't have one, so post it right here. Thank you. People, if anybody needs DoorDash, Dustin's posting his code here right now. Full permission to do so. No problemo. Let's see. So what else do we have here? So if Terry and Tina from RDU, from Rideshare Drivers Unite, if you are listening to me, Rideshare Drivers United, send me stuff you guys want me to talk about, right? They promised so much material, promised me they'd send me articles, they promised they'd send me people. Guys, step it up. You mustn't talk, you must deliver. Terry and Tina from RDU, no more talking, deliver. Send me emails with stories that you guys want to talk about and get out there, and I'll do it. But don't tie up my time on the phone for an hour with a lot of future promises and you're not delivering, right? That drives me nuts, right? Follow through, start, follow through, complete, right? Please, I'm all about completions. Okay, so Dustin, did you put it in the Instacart? You have to put code in at sign up, correct? And then Dustin said he would share with you guys his DoorDash. Anthony Bray, your city, right? Let's say you're in LA. They will show you this, the sub neighborhoods. Could be Culver City, could be Torrance, right? Or you're in Orange County, could be Brea, Fullerton, Newport Beach, Newport Coast, right? You can do it at www.localdriver.co. And Dustin, if you reach out to the guys at, this is my invite to you, Dustin. If you reach out to the guys at localdriver.co in Canada, I will automatically have them bump you up to the next tier, right? So they're in a 1090 split, but they have 4 levels of affiliates, right? And I will tell them to automatically bump you up to the next level. So I think you start off with, there's an ambassador level, there's a premier level, there's a boss level. I'll have them bypass that first level. Cool. Robin says she signed up under Dustin's GetUpside. Dustin, by all means, put your gas app code in here and your DoorDash code so people have it. Robin Reneth reports that she signed up under Dustin's GetUpside, saved quite a bit so far, had some glitches at first with checking in at pumps, but company responded and is crediting appropriately. Okay, good. So Dustin put me onto that, said there's good savings at GetUpside. So either Robin, you could put your GetUpside code here, or Dustin. Dustin's definitely going to share his DoorDash code with us. Mine doesn't seem to be working. So this driver says to me, in 10 hours, he made $45. And he says the cash out on Uber is not working. So he can't even get his $45. Come on, Uber. The guy made $45. Pay him out. And Lyft is not paying cancellation fees yesterday. They say I wasn't according with the ETA, and I sent them this. So this is just Uber and Lyft grotesque. The way they are skimming monies off the few people that are still driving, still stealing from them. Louise said, this doesn't make sense. You forced me to drive fast and technically you put me at risk. I was there and he saw me and canceled. What do you think? He wasn't ready for the pickup and you denied me my pay even after I drove 14 miles. It's disgusting. Sorry, Lewis, that you had to even go through this. And this is Lewis on the front line, still driving, heroic, right? And then he gets there and they don't even pay him out. He says correctly, thank you for supporting your riders only. There it is. Real deal, my friend, the real deal. That's a real hero in my eyes. Out there on the front lines, pay him the money, Uber. Start skimming those last few dollars from drivers. Really? Disgusting. Disgusting. Dara, you are disgusting. Aqua. Now this stuff here, my friends, I take like 2-3 drops daily. This literally sets your lungs on fire and your bronchitis on fire. I gave Laura some. She freaking hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got so much.
Oh my God. Come on, baby, light my fire. My lungs are on fire. Casanova, what did rideshare driver tell another rideshare driver? Absolutely nothing until Goat came along. Reuniting us. And Goat, all the stuff from Goat has flown straight into the Canadian platform, right? I'm rallying and helping all of that great info, that great input that people gave on Goat, all of the coding, everything straight over, incorporated at Local Driver. That's all we're working together. Appreciate you saying that. That makes me happy, my friend. You're a legend. Disgusting Dara, DD. What does DD stand for? Disgusting Dara. Let's make a t-shirt. Come on, man. Let's start making t-shirts. I don't work for DD, Disgusting Dara. Should we make t-shirts, guys? Yeah. At cost. We're not going to make any profit out of this. Maybe we can make them at cost, like $6 a t-shirt. Come on, let's do that. I'm gonna ask Brian to come up with a design. What do we call it? DD, Disgusting Dara. Should we just put that on the shirt? DD? Hey, Dana, what do you say? Come over here, Dana. Say hi to the people.
Hello.
What do you think about Disgusting Dara? DD, do you like the design?
Who's Dara?
Dara's the fool that runs Uber, who's not paying us. No, that's not Dara. That's another
yeah,
girl.
it sounds good. Disgusting Dara.
So these people here don't really like Dara. I don't like Dara because he's not paying us. So I think we should. That was Laura's little one. I have Dara's photo on a dartboard. I like it. Send it on over, baby. Let's come up with a cool design. Disgusting Dara does nothing for us. Disgusting Dara, you do diddly squat shit for us. You do nothing for drivers, Mr. Disgusting Dara. Dangerous Dara. Dangerous Dara. I don't know. It's got to be. Dangerous might make him a little bit of a hero, like a rebel, like a cowboy. Oh, man, I'm Dangerous Dara. No. You disgusting Dara.
What?
Can we get a vote on that, please? Disgusting Dara or dangerous Dara? Can we get a vote on that, please? Guess who's back? Cheryl's back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Oh, yeah, Dustin has that hat. Dustin, with your permission. Dustin, with your permission, can I buy one of those hats and run Disgusting Dara on it? I don't want to steal his idea. I really don't. I want to get his permission there. So if I could buy one of those hats, those LED hats, I like his, and I could put there, Disgusting Dara running across my forehead in LEDs. Dara, disgusting Dara, disgusting Dara, disgusting Dara, disgusting Dara, disgusting. If you guys can get permission from Dustin, then I'll go and order one of those hats. I survived the coronavirus. Shitty Dara. That's a good one, Alex. Shitty Dara. I shit on Dara. Shitty Dara. Circle K. Sharif says Circle K hiring now. $16.75 per hour. What city, my friend? Please tell us what city. Yeah, Dustin's hat rocks. I need one of those. I don't want to steal his idea, but I think right now I need one of those LED hats so I could put Disgusting Dara. Disgusting Dara. Careful. These guys are doing like acrobatics here in my studio. Jumping up and down and like little monkeys. Hey, don't know acrobatics in my movie studio here, kids. Go back to your in-home school.
Yeah.
Diarrhea Dara. I like that one, Vin. Diarrhea Dara. Need a good logo for that. Sharif. Oh, in California? Thank you for sharing, Sharif. Appreciate you. Sharif just shared some good information. Circle K is hiring. I like Disgusting Dara. Just Disgusting Dara, not Disgusting Dara. Disgusting Dara. Oh, Flush Dara. Oh, that's another good one. Flush Dara. Put Flush Dara and maybe like a little poop emoji icon. What's that poop emoji icon look like? We gotta do this, dude. We gotta make shirts. I'm gonna make shirts. Should we make Flush Dara or Disgusting Dara? That's the shit. That's the emoji right there. That shitty, the shit emoji or the poo emoji. That's the one that we need to put on the shirt. Do you agree? Do we get a vote? We have one vote here. Do we put the poo? Do we put the crap emoji on the t-shirt? Another vote from El Chapo. Got 2 votes already. We need 10 votes. We've got 3 votes, 1 from Predator. Nelson, got 4th vote from Nelson. Mark Vegas says vote. We've got 5 votes on the turd, goes on the t-shirt. Abstract Echo 6, Genuine 7. Sherelle says no. She says it's too cute for Dara. Well, we'll make it look a little bit more disgusting. It doesn't have to be. So we have Sharif says 8. Nelson, I already counted yours. It's in the 8. Alex says 9. That's it. Poo emoji goes on the t-shirt. Disgusting Dara, poo emoji. Definitely Sherelle doesn't want it to be a nice, cute emoji. She wants it a little bit more disgusting. Okay. Yes, Vin says yes for poop. So that's it. So we've got a design. Right in our words, we have Disgusting Dara with a poop emoji or Flush Dara. So we'll probably have to vote on Flush Dara or Disgusting Dara. Poop on Dara. I love it. Dara, are you watching this, Dara? Anybody at Uber watching this? This is how we feel about you. Crappy times, man. Dara's out there ordering a crappuccino. Stop, you know what? 1 Crappuccino for Dara, please. Mark Roughton just sent me a text. There it is. Oh, what a legend. Beautiful. Disgusting Dara. Disgusting Dara. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sending that, Vegas. Thank you. Let's play it one more time. Disgusting Dara. Disgusting Dara. Those truly look like Vegas lights. Read the text I just sent you. Read the text. Okay, I'm going to read it. Got to plug my damn phone in, man. Got it. I don't think 5G is healthy. I really don't, from what I hear. And I know I had some properties that had cell phone towers on. I had 4 cell phone towers on one of my properties in San Bernardino. They were each paying about $1,800 rent, $5,000-$6,000 rent per month until I sold that property. There were 4 cell phone towers on there. And then one day I get these guys coming into my office there up in San Bernardino, Angeles Oaks, and they presented to me how much radiation these cell phone towers were actually emitting. They had done studies through the university. Rick Nelson, Dara douchebag, so offloaded that property very, very quickly. It's very, very unhealthy. And those are back in those times, just regular cell phone towers. Can you imagine what 5G does? They were showing me radiuses from those cell phone towers, how many residents it was affecting, right? And those cell phone towers, dude, you live close to them, that's cancer, baby. You might as well shave 15, 20 years of your life. All right. Abstract Echo says, dumbass Dara. We got douchebag Dara. We got disgusting Dara. We got flush Dara. Let me run some designs. I'll ask my designer guy to run some designs, and then I'll let the drivers vote on that. How's that? I'll wear it. I swear to God, I'll wear it to my live feeds. I feel rocks for this guy, right? And then if I find out that he's in Venice, because he has a house in Venice, I'll go and hang out there, walk up and down past his residency in my new t-shirt, Flush Dara, or Disgusting Dara. Sounds awesome. Yes, it does. Oh, would you show all your medicines and vitamins? I have a lot. Do you want me to make a video on that, Sene? Do you want me to make a video on all my... And by the way, I'm a registered practitioner in natural medicine, right? I did a 3-year course in that, in Chinese medicine, Asian medicine, Native American medicine, gosh, all the different natural medicines. I'm fully into that. Dumbass dog shit. I love that. Dumbass. No, thank you. You guy gave me a good smile. Dumbass dog shit Dara. Idiota. Idiota Dara. Idiota. You say Espanol or say Italiano? Italiano is probably the same. Idiota. Espanol, idiota. Idiota da. Maybe we have it in all the language. Idiota. Idiota. The virus, Dara, is the virus. Corona Dara. COVID. COVID-A-R-A. COVIDara. COVIDara 19, right? How's that? That's deep, bro. COVIDara 19. How's that? COVIDara 19. You guys like that? Just came up with that. COVIDara 19. You like that? Do you guys like that? COVID-19, the one that I came up with? COVID-19 with a turd underneath. And you know do you guys know that picture of that gross looking thing with all the red little, it looks like this, right? It's got all these little frickin' red fuzzies on it. It looks like that. That red, we create an icon in the middle, COVID-19, and then that thing in a little poo turd in the middle, with a little poo turd. Taraculo. So the vitamins that I take. Hey, Danu. 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 Quiet in the house. I will. I promise you, I have one more live stream coming today. I will show all the good stuff that I'm taking, from about 2-3 drops of that per day, 2-3 drops of the long bronchial per day, 2-3 drops of the deep lung per day. Not too much. You don't want to overdo it. Just keep the lungs healthy, the bronchi, and then I'll show you all the vitamins, the vitamin Ds, the D3 that I use, the 10,000 IU. I'll show them all to you in the next feed. Will do, Lydia. Cool. Taking vitamins too, but not in liquid form. And generally, you don't really get vitamins in liquid form. The best vitamin C you could get is in powder form, would be called ascorbic acid, right? Infantry Sarge from San Diego says, Dara statue should be a standing turd. Poober, I like it. Okay, we're going to call it COVID-19. Let's start this going, guys. Let's start this hashtag. Wherever you can, let's get this going. COVID, let's see. COVID-Dara. Get that going. Let's get that going immediately. Hashtag COVID-Dara. Let's get that going in social media. Do you guys know how a hashtag becomes popular? Has to be circulated in social media more than 100 times. Let's get that going. Let's do it, everyone right now. Hashtag COVID-Dara19. Hashtag COVID-Dara19. I will make t-shirts, my friends. I will make t-shirts. Okay, cool. 1 second. I'm going to get my designer dude on the line right now.
Mr. T.
Mr. Self-Quarantine.
How you doing?
Excellent. Hey, are you at home?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good.
You good? I'm just checking in on you. And we're live.
Oh.
We're live, so I'm just checking in on you. Everyone, Brian, say hi. Hey, Brian, want to make a t-shirt, hashtag COVID, ARA, COVID-Dara -19.
Bad karma.
Bad karma. He says bad karma. I think it's good.
Focus on the positive.
Focus on the
positive. Tune in to Right Share Professor on YouTube.
He says I'm going too dark. No, dude, it's humor. It's humor. COVID-Dara19, it's humor. You know that I love the guy. I love him. He's an amazing guy. I'm trying to find the humor in it. You don't see the humor in that one?
Well, I guess I wasn't part of the inside joke on that.
There is an inside joke on it.
So, but yeah, are you?
I will. I'm gonna design that shirt, Brian. And if you can hashtag it in social media. How many hashtags does one need before a hashtag goes viral? 100, right?
Let's talk about that.
He doesn't even want to go there. Okay, dude, I need you. You're one of those 100 warriors. There he is.
How about 100 Warriors T-shirt?
It's too positive. It's way too positive. We need it a little bit darker. We need some darkness. We need hashtag COVID Dara 19. All right. Well, doesn't look like Brian wants. I'm going to have to use my design skills, Brian.
All right.
Brian says keep it positive. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Okay, so Brian's not supporting me on that one. He wants to keep it positive. I want to keep it funny. So, guys, I'm going to have to design that T-shirt. It boils down to me. Or if I have any good hashtag flush Dara. Hashtag flush Dara. Hashtag flush Dara. I like this. I truly, I'm not trying to be funny here, guys, but I truly like this one. COVID Dara. I don't think it double D, just one D, right, guys? One D, COVIDAR. Hey, James, if you could put in hashtag COVID Dara 19. Vin says 1D. I agree. I think it's got more impact if we make it with 1D. Because there are some people, I think Alex wrote it with 2Ds. How do you feel about that, Alex Smith? 1D or 2Ds? I think we should just... it's true. It's the truth. Anyway, all right, let me work on that. I definitely have a lot of good contacts in the T-shirt industry. I definitely have a lot of good designers. Brian, unfortunately, does not want to go there. He says it's too dark. I think it's funny and real. I think it's very, very realistic. I think the biggest virus in the rideshare industry by far is Dara K. He could be the solution or the problem. He chooses to be the problem, right? So appreciate you guys. We have 71 thumbs up. If we can get that to 80, our job is done. We've had fun. We've created a T-shirt. We've had great input. And I'm pumped up, my friends. Oh, come on, love it. I want to... Free Uber is free falling. Uber, Dara is free falling. Okay, we'll take a vote whether it's 1D or 2D. I like the COVID capitalized and then the Dara, which looks separate, right? It'll look really good on the design. Abstract Echo also came up with a great idea. He says, how about a T-shirt with a bunch of Dara hashtags? That's a good one. It really is. That's a good one. I mean, I like that one. If you guys, if we can vote on that, if you think we need to change that with a cool logo or icon, you know, Paolo Bellezia, how are you, my friend? Elias. Okay, guys, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. How did I make it to 2 hours? Very easy. When you're having fun, if you're talking to your friends, you get to the 2-hour mark. Now, I have a job to do. I got to get those 50 links for the 50 states, right? Let me just put that down here. And I have to get someone to work on that design. This is how I spend my days during quarantine. 50 state links. Already got Nevada, and we already got California. So I've got to get all the others. How to file unemployment. 'Cause I'm free falling. So to wrap it up, in the 2 trillion stimulus package, that's a 2 with 12 zeros at the end. How much do you get? How much does the driver get? We don't really quite know yet. We know that somewhere this employment insurance is worked in there for the gig economy. Some people say the checks will arrive in May, but we don't know the dollar amounts. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap it up here just under the 2-hour mark. I need a few more thumbs up. We're almost at 80. We're at 79. Can we push the stock up? 79, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you. We're on 80. Thank you. Push it up a little bit higher. 83. Awesome. Nice little jump there. 83. 84. I think we can get this to 90, guys. I think we can get this to 90. River Astronaut, Genuine, thank you. Anthony, thank you. James Campbell, thank you. Elias, thank you. Vin, thank you. Paolo, thank you. We're on 85. I know we can get it there. 5 more. Underneath the video, just hit thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Get there. We're getting there. We're getting there fast. Garcia, thank you. Barry, oh God, got one there. Woo, 4 to go. We can do it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Toilet, flush, flush. That's it. A lot of positivity. 85. We're on 85. We're on 85. We're on 85. Do we have 86? Do anybody put 86? We're 86. Nobody 86. We got 85. We got 85 over there. We got 85. We got 86. 86. We're 86 for the first. We're 86. 86. 86. 86 for the second. 86. 86. 86. Anybody else put on 86? 86. Anybody willing to build 87? 87. 87, 87, 87. Do we have an 87 over there? Do we have an 87 over there for the first? Whoop, we got an 87. Oh, we got an 87 over there. We got an 87. We got an 87 over there. In the back row, the gentleman with 87, 87. And then we go up to 88, 88, 88, 88 over there. And we're bidding on 87 over there. And we have a bid 87 for the first. Wait, you got 80, 88 from the front row. There's a lady in the front row who bid 88. 88. Oh, we got 89. Gentleman right at the back there, last row, bid on 89. Any bidders for 90? We've got 89 in the back row. 89 for the first. 89 for the second. Anybody in the room? Do we have 89? 89. Are you going to go for 89 for the third? Or are we going to go 89 for the third? And the highest bidder goes to the person in the back row at 89. Hoping to get 90. Well, we got 89. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Thank you, everyone. Have a marvelous, marvelous day. Stay safe. Use your sprays, your masks, whatever you need to do. And remember, every single surface you touch, please be careful. Thank you.